States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everyone. Ryan, you're up.
The last month was one of the busier months of the year so far. We just finished out with 35 calls. We had one house fire, 2 vehicle fires, 10 car accidents, 7 alarms, 10 hazardous condition calls. Assisted EMS twice with 1 water rescue. Chief's investigation, a standby. Call numbers for the chiefs. Assistant Chief Berger made 2. Assistant Chief Middleton made 7. Assistant Chief Gillette made 19. Assistant Chief Lasher made 7. And I made 26. Hours for last month, we had 499 hours on fire calls, 31 hours on training, and 34 hours on meetings. Our old engine 32 has been listed on Fenton Fire for the price of $24,900. It's been up for probably close to 2 months now.
How much?
$24,900. We have not received any hits so far on that. Once again, the new engine 32 is in service, working well. We will have a crew on the standby for the mud bogs on Slyberg Road and South Butler both days with our brush truck and UTV. The barbecue for the picking in the park on the 24th, we'll have a crew there for that, and selling 200 halves. Should that work? Okay. 2 new applications and memberships for last month have been in. And I asked that the village board at the end go into executive session for a personnel issue. Other than that, I don't have anything else.
All right, thanks, Ryan.
Yep. Oh, wait, one other thing I forgot. The parking lot. I know Bob and I had spoke at the meeting regarding the parking lot. I know before the construction took place here on the north end of the building, the parking lot wasn't the best, but I believe it was Labella Company. Definitely didn't help at all. They tracked an excavator across to, they kind of did a number on it, and Bob had made mention that the village is looking at repaving the parking lot this year for the firehouse. So I was just curious to see if there was anything we could get them to pay for as far as the north end of the building, only because of so much damage that they did. I don't know if that's something that we can try to talk to them about, or see what they want to do.
Well, this is the first I'm hearing about that getting damaged by an excavator, but I'll stop down and take a look at it.
Yes, they tracked it where the gate was to enter the construction zone. They tracked it from there southeast, kind of towards the barn. I mean, they had 10, 15 trucks pulling out every day. Like I said, the parking lot wasn't perfect before the project took off, but they definitely didn't help it at all.
Okay. We'll take a look at it.
Okay, perfect.
You doing the report, Brian?
Yeah, for July we did a total of 75 calls. We had 46 property checks, 8 assist citizens, 8 details, 1 domestic, MBA, a couple animal complaints. Majority of the calls for the month occurred on Monday. 23 of the 75 were on Monday. And then we had a couple of assists outside the village. I know one was at the dollar store that across from Fast Track with the county. And other than that, it was pretty quiet. Nothing else happening.
All right. Thank you very much. Mr. Breen.
I have a ton. Bob's got, I believe, all of the trees on his list taken care of. Yeah. Playground's in.
It is, and it's getting used quite
Looks
a bit.
like quite a bit.
Yeah, it's gained some popularity. Bob got an ETA on the stump grinding?
I'll ask him when I see him.
Okay.
He just cut the last tree up on East Main today.
Okay. And Auburn Street.
Auburn Street, we're looking like the week of Labor Day. I believe is how I took the email.
Okay, we're going to go into September then. It always happens.
What's the criteria for tree removal?
Most of them were dead, or the majority of it was dead.
Why do you have a tree problem?
I got a couple that are pretty bad shape.
Your trees or our trees?
I think they're your trees.
Well, Chris can stop and take a look.
Yeah, you'll be around tomorrow.
Easy peasy. I did run into Carolyn Black, and she had asked me if we were going to take care of some of the edges on the driveways up Auburn where we added the extra material
some
in.
blacktop for the paved ones.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
So if you want to get that together, and we can
Yeah,
I'll do all of them. Okay.
Yep.
And I know some of you heard it, but you guys put a whole bunch more banners up. So you got them heading out West Main now.
I think I got everybody where they wanted to be, or pretty close.
Oh, they look good. Okay. Anything else? Good. Tommy's absent. However, we did sustain a little bit of damage at the sewer plant from the storm we recently had. Control box got some water and we had some things shorted out, but I talked to him and Rick today so that it's all back up and running. So we're not sending anything to the EQ tank now. Did I see?
I did have one thing, all that extra water. Can we get the campground guy to do something about half of his driveway ending up in the gully at the bottom of Eastport Bay Road every time it rains?
And it's washing off the shoulder, right?
Yeah. It just comes down his driveway and down the shoulder and into the road.
Okay. Yeah, I can talk to Steve about it. That's not a problem. We can do that. Okay, so speaking of that, so we have an update on Twisted Creek. Is that the permit part of it you had there, Fran?
The billing for sewer.
Yeah, I talked to Tony about that. We have the numbers all together.
Perfect.
Ed?
Yeah, you do have to do that one, but that's not a resolution.
Okay. Hi, Ed.
Hi.
How are you?
All right, had to switch labs. Lab that we were using is no longer certified for the moment. So we switched everything to ALS from Life Science. We still got a pretty good demand for water, and have a couple things for executives to follow up from last month's meeting.
Okay. All right. All good until then?
All good until executive.
Account number 13005, request for waive of late fees. Bills never received, 102.99.
He's coming back. He was here, and I told him to come back. So he actually showed up. He was
Yeah, I see he was here.
yeah. So he was going to come back about 20 after. So I don't know if you want to wait.
Well, the history doesn't show that it's been a problem, so I myself don't have an issue waiving it, but
It never has.
obviously
been
up to the
from
board.
my team.
But we have another issue at hand with that also. We have a couple residents who aren't getting their water bills. And I just got one, it was sent out last quarter. I just got it returned last week from the post office. I notified them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some are not
Yes.
delivering it all.
yes, they're not even getting delivered at all to some of them. The only reason she came in and paid it is because her and her husband share the place on Wright Street, and he got his bill. She never received it. It's on my desk. I just got it back last week. They asked me if the labeling was wrong. Nope, everything's clear. It just went to Rochester and never came back.
Plus, some of them the post office told us right out they're not going to deliver because they won't move their mailbox.
Yes.
I was just going to ask if that was one of the
Yes,
issues.
but it's not. She has a PO box. That's
That's
one
not the
issue.
PO box, but there's, but
Yeah.
Tony has some that they came out and told us. Charlie came in one time, or someone did, and I said, "Oh no, it's at one kid."
Yep, Hammer Kid.
Yep, and I said, you know, he goes, "Yeah, it's gonna be returned." He goes, "Because they won't move their mailbox." I said, "Well, nowhere it doesn't say it's a law." He goes, "We never said it was a law."
Interesting.
So just everybody.
So more to come, I'm sure then.
Okay. Yeah, we can just do this when he comes back.
Okay. Tony M. Kellum, Deputy Clerk resignation. So if anyone knew, Tony's moving on. We appreciate everything she's done for us and wish you the best in your next adventure.
I appreciate all
However,
you
the board
guys.
still has to accept your resignation.
If you don't accept it, that's okay.
He did a great job. He did a great job. And I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
All right. I don't want to, but I accept Tony Kellum's resignation as deputy clerk treasurer.
I second that.
Any further discussion on favor?
Aye.
That was pretty somber.
I know you bet we second it.
April 2024 monthly audit.
Make a motion to approve the April 2024 monthly audit in the amount of,
I highlighted it for you.
yep. Stack. $1,325.
Second.
Any further discussion on favor?
Aye.
Okay. May 2024 and fiscal year ending 2024 treasury reports and financials.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Who seconded it? David?
Yep. Any further discussion on favor?
Aye.
2024 treasurer's report and financials. For June.
Okay, the petty cash for the police department.
Can I back up a little bit?
Yep.
We did do June. June,
Yeah, we're gonna do June's financial.
Oh, I'm sorry, Fran, it was under 20, yep. Make a motion to approve June 24 treasurer's financial report.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion on favor?
So now under the PD's petty cash. Of course, you don't. All right, so I make a motion to revoke the $300 petty cash due to inactivity. If we ever feel that it needs to be reinstated. But obviously, if there's any expenses, they just turn in the receipts and get reimbursed.
This one's to me now.
Second. Any further discussion on favor? Just Solutions report.
So you guys I had a meeting with the vice president of Just Solutions, a quarterly meeting, and basically they have a list of things that are gonna, end of life, and Albany put in this new thing that every municipality has to have a .gov eventually, so he's gonna have to update all that, and new emails, which now we don't pay for emails, we require inspection, but we're gonna have to pay for the cost of emails, and they'll just take care of the transition, but obviously I don't have any money to update anything, so.
But the biggest one was it was the 6,000, right, Fran? That was
Yeah,
term ends 2025,
yes.
so it's going to be budgetary when it comes time for that.
Yeah, he's gonna help me find more grants too.
Everything else, when I read through it last night, was pretty current, but the one for the 6K was pretty interesting. So if they can break that down into what that's going to completely update, we need to see that.
Okay.
July 9th, 2024, department head meeting.
Make a motion to approve July 9th, 2024 department head meeting.
Second.
Any further discussion on favor?
Make a motion to approve abstract 003 in the amount of $78,396.21.
Second. Any further discussion on favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to approve resolution 2024-21 for the annual court audit.
Second. Any further discussion on favor?
Aye. Make a motion to approve resolution 2024-22 for the JCAP court application.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion on favor?
Aye. Make a motion to approve resolution 2024-23 for the modified budget for CHIPS funding.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion on favor?
Aye. And I make a motion to approve resolution 2024-16 for the Twisted Creek Campground.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion on favor?
Aye. Can we back up a little bit on that?
Mhm.
I think this is to accept the waiver. So since it's already, high side's already passed.
But there was still a resolution created, right?
Yeah, and we're accepting the application that they are and have applied for that license.
All right, thanks. Who seconded it?
I did.
Make a motion to approve the Northrop Park requests for 8/24/24 from 11 to 5 for picnic and picking in the park.
Second.
Any further discussion on favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to approve Northrop Park 9/14/24 for the festival committee, 8 to 5, fall festival, and 5K.
I'll second that.
You second that, Misty?
Yeah.
Did you get that, Fran?
Yeah, I did.
Any further discussion on favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to approve the fire hall use for 10/22/24 for George Bastido for the citizens preparedness training.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion on favor?
Aye.
If you attend, you'll find out.
Yeah, Ryan, you guys have money, you just sign the file.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
So this for the update on the community action program. That's the presentation that we had brought here. So it looks like we're going to be into next year with that
Okay,
because the information prior to that. So I guess that she's going to send the remainder of the information to team up with us and then put the whole scope of the project together and then run it into their next year's budget.
yeah, and you saw the amount, right?
Yep.
And then I gave you guys a second attachment too, where she responded back about a group and someone heading up the committee and stuff.
yeah, we can tackle that after we get through the rest of our events. But yeah, so it's a bit of a wait, obviously, but like I said, they may be able to have more funding in their next budget. So I think that's the best route to go.
She was looking for to come back in September. Do we want to push that back later in the year, November, December?
We can see. Well, let me see. I'll have Fran reach out to her and see what that part of it is, because there's more follow up on that.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's time sensitive, then we can. If not, then we can go to November. So some of you might have seen. Some were driving by and seen it. So we had a group visit us from the village. We didn't know that they were coming, but they showed up, and they came here with some new technology scanners, and they scanned Venus. And there's an individual out in Wisconsin, which is where they came from, University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee. And someone, they gave me his name, that they do work for, which also made it possible for them to get this scanner that they were doing these images with. So he had somehow acquired the base of another Venus that came from the World Fair years ago. Finding out where that came from, they came out here to scan it, and they're going to attempt to make one. And they're going to keep us posted on, how the progress is and how things will transpire from there. But they fully intend to do a remake of that.
So they have the base and they're gonna make Venus?
Mm-hmm.
Did they do like a 3D rendering? Is that what
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
cool.
He brought it over to my office, and they had it any direction possible that it was there. And the problem is that, so Frank gave me a call in the morning. It's like, we need to shut the water off to Venus. And I'm like, for what? Well, they need to scan it. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? And so as that was transpiring, it's like, that's just not a simple, we're going to shut the water off. It just doesn't work like that. But that scan was with the water flowing, and there was no imperfections in it. It was all there. So it'll be interesting to see how the process goes.
It's been around for a while, that technology.
Yeah, this scanner that they had, I can't tell you exactly what it was, but it's something new that just came about, and they assisted the college or the college in getting it. And the technology that they were using there, they were heading to another location in Seneca Falls, and then they were going to present it and demo it at Cornell. So whatever had changed down the road, or what new tech was there, that's what they were using.
Yeah.
So whatever but their last stop of that journey was to go to Cornell and show it there.
Yeah. Technology is getting cheaper, so more people can afford it now.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool. And at that point, now that they have all the dynamics of Venus, they can pretty much, if something was to happen, you could remake any portion of it into what it was. They have the makeup of it, whatever the zinc was that's in there, and
For a cost.
yeah. Oh, there's always a cost involved, but what I thought was pretty interesting, that they were able to source and find that a base, and then find that Venus belonged on that. But he did explain to me at that World Fair where it was, there was a catalog where you could order that.
Montreal.
So I don't know which one it was, but it was pretty interesting. So stay tuned. So they said they would keep us updated along the way of this journey.
Mr. Lee, welcome back. So we've discussed while you were away, and we've reviewed your account history and everything. We understand you didn't get the bill. So I'm going to make a motion to waive the $102.99 late fee to account number 13005.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So,
Second.
can I make a payment later?
Just come over tomorrow.
Did Bob second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
All right.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Ribbon cutting for park.
Yes, can we set up a date? And I was also thinking a ice cream truck.
Food truck?
Well, first you got to come up with a date. But first off, it says also cement block barriers.
That's what she said
So,
in her email.
okay, so you know the pillars that are there? They look pretty rough. Like they
Oh, you mean the wooden posts?
Can we take those out and like, can we get boulders or something that looks a little bit more appealing?
We just spent $25,000 on a new swing set.
Got money?
What was your budget?
I know, right?
You still gotta get the covering, right?
I know, right? There's always some, but it would look nice.
I don't disagree. Speaking of that though, we do have a quote for the rubber bumpers and cushions. So is that
Should have
has
two of
everyone
them there.
reviewed that to see if they want to go that route? Or
Yeah, he brought that.
are you okay putting them in?
Sure.
They said they talked to you.
He
about
would
that.
definitely like that instead
The
of
three
trim.
guys that put it together,
Yeah.
they
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
we didn't talk a ton about that.
He said he would rather do that than trim around that each time.
Okay.
No, I just spray it.
So was the quote that we got from them the only one, or did we get a?
You get one from them, and you got one from.
Rubber
they're both there.
recycle.
All your quotes are in, or all your estimates are in the front. It was, what was it? Something you said?
Rubber recycle.
Yeah, rubber
You
recycle.
gotta do Jersey.
That's one that Joe found the
Yeah.
information on.
I gave you those two, and I gave you one from Suco. Or something like that.
And this obviously would come.
Oh, yeah.
We would use ARPA funds for that.
No.
Right. But if you all feel that you want to do that, I'm fine with that. The one came from where the swing set came from. The other one is Clyde uses. I believe Clyde uses, right? Is that what you said? Yeah, Clyde uses that.
So
Are they only?
No.
Rubber cycle and.
Yeah.
The rubber recycle was just how much?
That was just a mulch, not the
Just
rubber
mulch,
curbing.
No curbing or anything like that.
So at least the curbing will hold it all in. And
But they gave us something for he said.
The rubber recycle did?
What's
on the next page?
There's two of them.
Did you look at this, make sure it's,
Doesn't really spell out the total.
no. Yeah, not curbing. Hold the curb and not mulch.
It's $10
Yeah.
difference.
see a lot of kids down there tonight. Oh,
And this is who
Yeah.
replace
Mhm.
They're liking it. That's awesome.
5, 10, right? It's the same.
This is yours. Yeah, for those.
Yeah, I got it.
You got one of these?
I seen it somewhere.
Yeah, pretty close.
10,000 pounds backed up.
50 to 40 pound bags, so much.
I don't know.
10,000 pounds.
Shouldn't do all this.
It's the same.
Shit, I got time.
They
I mean,
usually
the
send it in
material
an email.
itself is
Not all of
the
it.
same.
Yes.
This is a color. This color is kind of matching.
Apparently, certain colors are easier than others. Like black, they actually have to physically paint it. If you wanted black rubber mulch, they paint it. Yeah. So it's like, well, I asked, what about the other colors? What paint?
They're gonna do it tomorrow.
So one of these is yours.
So, but like I said, if you want to go with the Amish peddler,
You look at all that? Handle that?
Well, they just did-
yeah, he said he can handle it.
Well, it's misty.
So which one? 'Cause I don't know how many we need.
Your $10 difference between Amish peddler and the other one for the mulch, and they did not give you pricing on the curbing. You only got curbing from the one.
Originally, they're gonna, so I thought today, they're gonna come tomorrow.
We want the curbing.
We want the ribbon, yes.
Yeah.
Just go with the complete coat.
Huh?
Go with the
Correct. Dan's totaling it up.
Deduct the $750 for labor.
Well, that was a deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's
Oh, that's right, the sales guy.
right,
Yeah, no wonder.
exactly right.
He took his own commission.
I did.
I forget the delivery.
Yeah, I got that.
Maybe that's throw that in.
They would have if we would have bought it
Well,
when
to
we,
take them
they
blocks
delivered
out
the
of
swing
that
set.
Galaxy
Oh,
Star,
alright.
it comes on the park.
Correct.
or it might have been not the same trailer, I don't imagine.
We were talking about that one time.
I was.
Don't we have some of them, but Chris?
That's Robert Street. That we're gonna,
Don't we have some of them blocks like with the
58
Galaxy shop up behind the highway department?
So I would. put,
yeah, but they're, yes,
not to exceed.
they kind of make the wall for our
That's what I was
crushing on stone pile.
Okay, not to exceed.
We do have some. They're not per se extra.
They make them every day.
They do.
We use, you know, them, the blocks like there on the end of Eastport Bay Road where the camp
Doesn't
on.
make
I think it's almost the same blocks we got down.
Yeah, they're same style.
Put a cap on them, wooden
Stretches,
stretches.
I think the other ones are.
I guess. Let's get through this mulching project first.
So we settled that.
No, he hasn't made a motion yet.
Was it still freezing?
I'm gonna make a motion not to exceed $6,000 to the Amish peddler for the rubber mulch and curbing. Yeah, she'll take it.
What was the, how much was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
deduct $750 for the villages and stuff.
Delivery is.
Those are installed.
Actually, that would have been.
Yeah, we're gonna install it ourselves. Thank you, Chris.
Did somebody second it yet?
I think Misty did.
I second it.
Any further discussion, all in favor?
And I've got a roll of fabric for, that we bought when we did Willow Extension.
Well, okay.
We bought two, one for the park, whatever
Yeah.
you want, kind of park you wanna call it.
Perfect. The suit coat quote
That's for,
for Auburn.
Yeah.
But we didn't approve it the last meeting.
oh, I,
Yeah, I didn't think they did, that's why.
Yeah, so
dump,
we gotta, so we can get that done. That's why I wanted to verify that with you.
Because it came in July 17th, so I was like,
Yeah.
When are they starting?
we delivered.
Tentatively, weather permitting.
Uh-huh.
Have you talked to the neighboring?
I talked to Butler today, and he said, cool, and I'll talk with Zach tomorrow.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make a motion to accept quote from Sucoat, the amount of $22,232.74.
Second.
Any further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so moving along. Maybe I need a refresher, or because we have Eva and Tony and Rich and Matt in here. So I have a application for a food truck.
The ice cream. Ice
For
cream truck.
when is this for?
Picnic. For the
For the
picnic in the
picnic.
park.
Okay. Well, because it was mentioned that they had contacted me, and I have never spoken to these people before. So
I haven't heard that, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
So
just-
yeah, I have myself have not spoken to them. I mean, we had the application and all that, but that's when I looked at it for the first time tonight. I'm like, I kind of in a loss here. So that's why I was trying to figure out what this is.
All I was told is that it was discussed at the committee meeting about having them for picnicking in the park. I wasn't at that one, and this was chosen for that. And then they've been having issues, and they finally got their application in. Yes, I don't know.
Yeah, chicken barbecue, I do.
Ice cream goes good with chicken.
For the second meeting.
She said, yeah, but she said she was the one who brought it up in the committee meeting.
Yeah, in the first one.
Yes.
And then
She tried to sprinkle Starship and then she said she was busy, so she found the second
Yeah.
one.
It's pre-packaged ice cream, whatever.
And this is for next week's event?
Yep.
Okay. So what are they asking to have the inspection and all that waived? Is that what this is? Like I said, this is the first time I've seen this package, so I have.
No, they're not asking for anything waived. We just discussed that. We didn't know if that was something discussed at the meeting, if they had to pay the fee. No, they're gonna be inspected. We already told them that today.
Okay.
And I told them that last night when I was messaging Jessica and them last night when I was told about it.
Okay, because like I said, when that it was mentioned that I'd spoken to these folks, I have not, nor do I know who they are.
I don't even know.
It says the company is Pete's Sweets and Treats.
That's what I think.
Somebody Jessica found that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I would say for further knowledge down the road is that if they're going to say that I had spoke to them, at least have them contact me before I get something that I have no idea about. I'm just, like I said, I don't know who they
Did they
are.
write that on the application? Is that what's on there?
No, this is what was here sitting tonight for me. And like I said, I didn't know what it was about and who it was for and who they were, and so again, if they're going to be inspected and all that. But like I said, I don't even honestly remember in the meeting that there was an agreement to have that or not have that.
Yeah,
So-
it was based off of Jessica, and she wasn't at that meeting.
I think it came about the second meeting.
And I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, like I said, I'm drawing a blank on that.
All I know is it was brought up. Jessica didn't come back to the second meeting because she had bronchitis, and that's why she kept asking me about it. And I didn't know anything about it because I wasn't at either of the
Yeah,
meetings.
it was funny, I talked about it, we said we weren't sure what was going on with fees or anything like that because
They've only had contact with Jessica, nobody else.
Okay.
That's all I know. And I told them last night to come here with the application because she gave them the application after that meeting, so they had it. They just been waiting on some paperwork before they came in.
So are they missing anything at this point?
No, they
Just
just have to be
inspection?
inspected.
then the police have to do a background.
Yeah.
We just got like.
Do you have the inspection scheduled?
We were waiting for this
Find out
meeting to
what's
discuss it. Because they just came today.
Yeah,
They just came this afternoon. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know.
What's Jessica's name?
Courtney.
Okay, well, like I said, I was, this is the first I've seen this documentation. It looks like they have preliminary what they need. If the committee or whoever wants to have them, I'm fine with that, as long as they pass their inspection and all that. But again, listen, we're all in the same room together. The communication's got to improve because it's just, one can't call another one and say, hey, come do this without, I'm looking at this tonight and I'm like, what is this for?
Yeah, like I said, I was just messaged about it and I didn't know it because I haven't been to any meetings.
Yeah, well, so the most important part is all of us here for
Yep.
approval of it did not know about
Yep.
it. So again, like I said, if they can just amp up the communication a little bit, that'll go a long ways. But again, so I guess you can get the inspection scheduled and go from there.
So are we waiving the fees on this?
Does anybody know if that's what they were assuming? They know, they don't know?
I believe it was going to be asked. I don't know. It wasn't mandatory whether they came or didn't.
This just doesn't settle well.
That's fine.
What are they selling?
It's
Ice
just
cream.
prepackaged
Just
ice cream.
Prepackaged ice cream.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we were planning on,
I thought maybe
Some
you
kind
said
of water
food truck,
event,
thought
lunch
maybe
meeting.
there's food before you peppers have a chicken barbecue.
No, it's.
Yeah,
Can be
it's
conflict
ice
of
cream.
interest.
Ice cream.
Yeah, it's ice cream. Oh. Yeah,
What do you mean, some kind of water?
I think it's gonna be too chilly. I was watching the weather before I contacted you, so just stay tuned.
So does anybody
There's a
have the
difference
notes from
between
the
pressure
committee
and
meeting?
flow.
It wasn't. It
Yes,
was
we know.
tabled
Yeah,
for
I'm looking at
Jessica,
it.
and she was not at
And
that.
because she had bronchitis, so
Right.
nobody reached out to her. So that could be the thing, everybody needs to communicate more, I agree with that 1000%.
Okay, well, like I said, it's up to the board if they want to waive the fees for it. Again, it's not a Chris decision anyways. The board's got to decide on it, and like I said, we have their information, the packet that they need right there. But
But this is a for-profit business, right? Okay,
So I wouldn't.
that makes all the difference in the world to me. So, are you looking for a vote? Because we're not going to have, when is this event?
Next week.
Saturday,
Next
yeah.
week, right? And we won't have another meeting, so you've got to get that done. Okay. I'm fine with the food vendor license application pending the background check from the police department and the inspection from codes. But I'm not okay with waiving.
Oh, no, I don't think anybody's asking
Okay.
for that.
Or- okay.
We were just asking
wasn't
what we
sure.
wanted to do.
Okay.
Because, yeah, like I said, none of us knew
Right, Tony and I were
this
just.
stuff either.
Okay.
I'm
rest
okay
of the
with it.
board.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Bob, what do you think?
Don't care, ice cream, as long as
I
it's
like
not
ice
selling
cream.
food.
I know, right?
Where
I
is
think
this?
their favorite one is SpongeBob.
Where's the event? In Northrop?
You said 200 heads, right, Ryan?
And if we could, I believe it's $14 a dinner. And if we could have the same spot we had the last time there for the Strawberry Festival in front of the police department with the water hose. Yeah,
I'm sure we can.
cost her a resignation.
I'm sure we could assist with that.
Okay, well, our designated location is down at the Falls Park. But I will make a motion to approve the food vendor license application for Pete's Sweets Treats LLC. The date one more time, I guess, 24th through 8/24 at Northrop Park.
That's-
Just a second, yeah.
Yep.
So we are letting them be up here with the picnic? Okay. With the fee, right?
With the fee.
Any further discussion all in favor?
Aye.
So if anything else transpires, just keep us updated, please.
Oh, I did get, Poncho and them to wanna sign up for the Fall Fest.
Oh,
So they might bring double if they can come. I gave the application in last week during the farmer's market. The other guys said they might set up a couple more tables. They're very interested. And he said he's interested if we do the Strawberry Fest again next year.
Very cool.
I'm glad we asked them this time.
Thanks, Tony.
Well, we got some executive stuff to go on, so I'm good until executive. Misty, any for group?
Let's wait for the mulch.
Oh, wait, yes, I forgot.
Yes.
You're right.
All right.
Sorry, spaced it out.
When you call and order that tomorrow, can you get an ETA? Thanks.
Marshall, you got anything?
No, I'm good.
Daniel?
I went for a walk the other night around the village. I noticed there are a lot of lawns that are well out of code. Well out of code.
Did you bring a list with you?
I don't have all
Just
the
asking.
list, but we pretty much, everyone in
It's the
here
same
knows
handful.
it is Draper, Lake Ave. There's a bunch of them.
Oh, you did the Wolcott 500.
I did. Chrissy put me on a leash into them. So I was just checking because I thought we were taking care of, we tried to take care of all that in house. But some of these haven't been done in a long time, months.
Listen, I got 2 teenagers, I'm sorry. And her boyfriend can't even know how to work the air compressor to blow up the tire.
You're not on the list.
Oh, I'm not?
No.
I'm shocked.
We easy get a pass.
Well, and a ladder.
Is Tommy?
Yeah,
Tommy mowing?
Tommy's on zombie house duty again.
Okay.
Yeah.
He took that back over when he came
Can you
back.
get us a list?
The one on Lake.
I'm sure you gotta go for another walk.
Okay. Yeah.
Broke
Let
his
me get out of
leash.
here.
Broke
Yeah.
his leash.
Sure.
No, it's the brown house. They just put a roof on it. They put a box truck. Just
Oh,
a little bit north of you.
2 doors down from Dave is, that grass is 2 foot.
Some guy named Mike, and I can tell you that he wants the village to mow, from what I'm told, because it's cheaper. Cheaper than getting somebody in to mow.
It's good to know.
What do they charge, $75, right? It really is.
Yeah.
What else you got?
No, I'll just be happy with it. It's not.
Okay.
That's it.
Dave?
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Okay. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Matt, anything for the group?
Any updates on the dog park?
It's been tabled at this point. We moved on to the playground and now the mulching and
Playground looks good too.
It's made it a week and it has not been vandalized or defaced yet.
well, let's hope
Very
that stays
impressed.
that way. I stopped down there and seen the kids playing down there. They're having a blast.
Yeah.
So that was good.
I don't think they have to worry about the village.
Should we
If
get
they
some more
vandalize it, They
cameras?
gotta worry about the mountains.
We should point some in that direction. Or
I think you
Yeah,
did.
There
point
is
that.
one. There is one pointed there.
Did you look at the monitors or the thing? If we get more spaces for more cameras?
Did not. I can.
I think we got a new one down there because we didn't have enough that had extra cameras. Or we could put extra cameras on.
It's
Yeah,
a 6-port DVR, isn't it, Brian? The one down there? Because we've got one coming down the trail, one in the parking lot.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we
you
got room to add a couple.
I told Chris, get some signs made up with video surveillance down there.
good idea.
Good idea.
Well, you have it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Now, we have the group that's here. There's since the playground went in, there was a couple conversations that came across wanting restrooms down there. Many don't know because they're new to the community, but long ago there was restrooms down there. They were open to the public, and they became drug-ridden, trash-ridden. It was just a mess. And when one project came through, they were torn down and never to be put up again. There is a restroom in that pump house building. That key can be signed out here at the village. They are responsible to return the key. But if you have a family function or a picnic or such down there, there is a restroom in that building for that purpose. So there is one there. There is a process to use it though. But that's why the previous ones were taken down, because it was an absolute disaster down there. And there was no place to have kids running around either. So that's why they're not there. And that's why one's locked up. But again, if you have something going on, you can come see Fran or whoever's here after Tony, and they can sign off the key, and it has to be returned to the village. So there is one there. Jack, anything? Tony, one more time.
All set?
Rich? Eva?
Yeah, Jenny Harris would like to know about a possible pavilion. So does Rosie.
Yeah, I had that conversation with her.
Yeah. So she just wanted to mention it here.
Pavilion, Jenny. Yeah, I hear you.
Where's we're at?
Because then we could use it in the rain for like Christmas stuff.
If you built it big enough, it can put the ice skate on the
Yes.
side of it.
Oh, yeah, you want to put a roof over the ice skating rink.
Yes.
Oh, I see this. I see this escalating.
See? That'd be
Then
perfect.
if you're gonna do that, you might as well throw some refrigeration pipes under the concrete.
Oh, yeah, it won't be temporary. No, we'll just, multi-use ice skating rink.
Air conditioned in the summer.
There we go. No need for spray
Operation
park.
Cool Zone, yeah.
By the way, the new liner came in for the skating rink too.
Okay, the liner's here.
Liner's here.
There you go.
Awesome.
Rosie?
I have 2 things.
2! Okay, we're ready.
You know, while I'm on to the pavilion. And I've got a couple of pictures of the ones in Rose. The Rose Union School has a large one, too large for this area. But across the street, the fire department field has a small one. And yeah, I think it's a good idea to think about something they're gonna make like tomorrow. Maybe not even next year, but think about it. It would be a gas. The second thing doesn't really have, kind of. There's a lady that lives up the street from us and was having a problem with some dogs next door. That might be the one you have to go to, I'm not sure.
I think Kevin did, yeah.
Yeah, they're new to the area, they're new to the street. She has a Down syndrome child. He doesn't know how to protect himself or run away when there's danger. I have not seen the dogs, I have heard them. I haven't seen them. There seem to be some kind of pit bull mix, and there are 4 of them. I don't know if they're all pit bull mixes, or what they are. They are barking a lot when people come by, and they were loose in her yard. She was very concerned about her son. She can't leave him outside. He's an adult, but he has Down syndrome. So really limited.
Is Tom aware of this?
Yeah, there's only 3
There's only
dogs.
3 I went to look, there's 3.
You've already been through it.
Okay.
It started with 6 dogs, there's only 3. We sent,
Oh.
Well,
the
I
dog
have
catcher
4.
up there, Tom up there, and the police have also been up there. There's only 3 dogs that were in there.
Okay. So we've had some interaction up there, so they're well aware of what's happening.
Okay. And the other thing is.
Wait, that's wait.
That's how it grows,
Oh,
huh?
oh. But wait, there's more.
The second one is all animal related.
Shit.
Well, actually, birds are animals here.
Foul ball.
There's some chickens that
I
frequent.
thought you got rid of them chickens.
Yeah, there's a rooster in it too.
Anyways, carry on.
There's chickens, I guess, and they have ruined some upholstery on some outdoor furniture. And people slip in the doo-doo that happens from the back end of
And the
things.
chickens are up on Draper?
No, apparently they're
This one
bound
is getting
behind.
ruined. They don't have the chickens. The chickens are.
Is it Main Street?
See him over here across
Well, that's
from
what I'm
the
thinking.
pit
I think it's across from,
Or
I wonder if they're.
behind
So is there
Pit
chickens
stop,
and roosters?
where the rental is.
There's what?
Chickens and roosters there, or just chickens?
Those are one of the same, I think.
Well, there was some.
It depends who's mad at who that week.
You're right.
Crowing.
So I'm wondering, this is the one that you're.
I don't
Doesn't
know
usually
what.
go
it
down.
was.
It's the only-
That's
it's
the
the only
rental.
chickens
There was
I've
a
seen.
rooster crowing.
Oh, that's-
Oh, no, they're all over.
But anyway, there's some doo-doo going on and some lawn furniture that has been ruined. And so then I just was asked to tell the mayor about it.
Were any eggs left at the scene? Just curious.
As if they were.
We're gonna do
It
DNA.
was a drive-by egging.
All right.
She doesn't know where
Yeah,
it's
which
chicken
house, you don't know
are.
which house it is?
That's got the damage?
You know, they have the chicken.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Do you know which one had the damage though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can you give that
Can
information
you
to
give me
Tony
that
so Tom
information? I
can?
can have Tom check it out tomorrow.
Okay, I can do that.
Perfect.
I did hear one.
Well, that is interesting.
I did hear a rooster one morning. I was watching.
It's the same chicken.
Okay. Is there a fourth? I just had to ask. Is there a fourth?
And then?
No,
Okay.
I could drum one of
I might steal her away from you. I like her.
Brian, anything for the group?
Set for executive.
All set? Brian?
I do have one thing. I was thinking about the badge of honor sign that's in the park here and that
in the case?
Yeah. I was wondering if we can take it out and have it mounted next to the food store. Instead of having it in the case. The case is kind of rough.
Getting weathered?
Yeah, I think people would see it more if it's mounted outside the food store.
So I would have to look. I'm not opposed to where it goes, but if memory serves me correct, there was a reason they wanted it in the park. Whether I'm gonna have to look back through my notes if I can figure out what.
Yeah. I mean, the lights are all dangling all over it. It looks.
Yeah, there was a specific reason. I mean, if I can't find that, I mean, does the board, do you have an issue mounting on the police station or?
Was it in a case so that it didn't get damaged or weathered?
No, I mean, like Newark PD has one, and they got it mounted next to the PD are outside, and and they're on some of the highways too. You can still like come out of Clyde. There's one out there, so yeah, it doesn't have to be enclosed. It's just, I think if you've seen more, it's out. It's out and about. If you've seen more, it's because that glass is all weathered and kind of moldy. It's foggy and it's leaking.
Yeah, let me. I just want to look through my notes because it
Yeah.
seems I remember something that there was a reason why that they wanted it in the park.
Yeah.
It just seems like there was some specific reason for that. But if not, then relocate. Okay, if nobody has anything else,
One thing, if anybody's interested in life insurance stuff from Mass Mutual, I have it over there on the side. I told the guy to put it out. That's it.
That's it. Okay, we're going to executive. We'll do Ryan first.